that was a driving. That was good music. Sometimes we need some driver that forces us against every obstacle and forces that are against. We are the force that are for. We should be minding the good forces that we can get. Today, when I was cleaning the house, I heard Mahalia Jackson. That was my inspirational music, and it's good to have some inspiration. Not only for doing good work, but to be inspired, because it is much needed today to gain some happiness, not only sadness and sorrow, which can be overwhelmed sometimes, but we are in tune with the surroundings. And don't you believe in the inner force? What to say about that? It is when it appears. That's why people like music. When it appears, you get moved in certain way that you wouldn't imagine that you have this energy that is within you, that music calls on you in a way that you get energized by music. So that's maybe this music that we just heard was needed, because it was, I think, in Russia. Kazakhstan. Let me have it.
Temirtau, Kazakhstan.
Temirtau, Kazakhstan.
Temirtau, Kazakhstan. Temirtau, Kazakhstan.
That was in Norwegian. So, even laughter. I laugh a lot. And it is a burst of energy. It's good with laughter. Laughter is when you hear something, you laugh. Maybe we can call this video laughter. Let me just put it right. Laughter.
Laughter.
It is, I think laughter is very much needed, because we have this depression of today. Why are we so depressed? Why does life take a toll over us? We need laughter. We need laughter. Let me put it down here. Joy. We need laughter and joy. I think that is important. So you can see that laughter and joy are coincide. We need laughter and joy in our life. We need laughter and joy in our life. I think I'm not the right one to say that, but I think we get sparks of some intellectual some kind of epiphany or some enlightenment, intellectual enlightenment when we laugh. And I think it also is concerned with music. That's why I think Mozart, Beethoven, Bach, those classical music, maybe even Cohen, Chamber of this Tower of Song. He was singing about Tower of Song, and I think the music and lift us up because we are part of the invincible world. We see just things, but what we see is part of the invincible world. And when we listen to music, when we do play music, when we speak, when we laugh, when we see something that makes us so happy, like when you find that your children are safe, that makes me so happy. And when I hear that some of my children get sick, I get sick too. That is how things are for me. I get what they get. And every time I heard that my daughter was going away, and every time we got to speak, I got so happy that I couldn't even express it. And sometimes in parents' world, we get angry because we are afraid. We get angry at our children because we are afraid. And I think that we should sharpen it up. We shouldn't show that kind of fear that makes us angry. I think what children really need is the expression that parents really deep down care, and the happiness, I can only talk for myself, the happiness I have, that really is my happiness, is to see my children. That is the truest happiness that I can have, to see those beautiful children I have. Not because they are beautiful, but they are healthy. They are sparkling. They are like stars in my realm, the world that I'm living in. They are the stars that I relate to. And where the children are, I reorientate myself. So I'm not holding all the answers, yet it is a conviction of every human for himself have this kind of conviction that he or she is right, I don't talk for the ladies because I'm not a lady. I'm just a man. And in my world, I have this conviction. And I think it goes without saying that we are convinced, and everything that breaks into and doubts that conviction make our brain split. And I think rightfully so. We should be more acquainted with the disputes, with the doubts that people have on my worldview, my reality check. I need to have a reality check every so often. And maybe I will get more and more youth followers, because I hate to be very parent-like in the old days, that since you don't agree with me, I am the high and mighty father. We have nothing to talk about. I think that even more, I get to speak sometimes with my children. It is so beautiful to have this interaction, because we get to speak without me conveying my opinion all the time. And frankly, I don't really have so many opinions because it is brand new. Things that is brand new, you can't really get to define just immediately. Then you would prove yourself to be a prejudiced in any case. If you have an opinion right there and then, you are a prejudiced. And you should laugh at yourself for being that kind of a prejudice, because everyone else is laughing. You have to study. You have to have talks. You have to interact. You need to have the other one's shoes on in order to understand, in order to comprehend what they are talking about their certain incidents in their life. So you don't have any answers. Just be aware and present, both in mind and ears. I'm all ears. You should be all ears when the children are talking to you. And I have this daughter that when she is talking to me, she has something to say, like important stuff that is important for her. And as it is important for her, it should be important for me too. And she looks at me in a straight way, and she is keeping her cool. And that is so beautiful to see, that even though I have many things to consider by her statements, it is so nice to have this straightforward saying. And when they are so clear as her, I just love it. It is easy to understand why that is said. And many parents, I would believe that they are sorry because they have no ability to penetrate their own prejudice. I'm sorry to say that, because I think that is more... That's why the empowerment of the children in school, for example, is so slow growing. That's why the empowerment of the psychiatric people is so slow growing, because of the prejudice that people have both on youth and people that have issues regarding their mental health. And if you have issues with your mental health, it is not always that you are so confused, that you are so way off, that you are not consistent and you are not coherent. No, it is just issues of life that have taken a toll. And I think those with mental health, in many degrees, have more epiphanies than normal people. There is no normal people around. If you regard people as normal, I think you are prejudiced too. I will arrest myself right there. The joy of life, the joy and laughter you need in life will keep those that have mental issues. And I have my greatest moment, beside having my children every so often visiting me and interact with me and journey with me. Every so often I get people to laugh. I really love that. When I can penetrate the silence, penetrate their prejudice, penetrate their culture, penetrate even their mind into something that they wouldn't immediately laugh with a stranger like me. I am a stranger, but I want to be normal. I want to not misuse the word normal, but I want to be me in so many ways that I don't remember myself. That can happen, because sometimes when I'm too social, I can get a little bit off at times, because I get this kind of not flashback, but this where have you been now, Ole? What did you do? What did you think of people? Do they really understand what you are talking about? You look just crazy. You are not serious. You are not a serious guy. And I know many people that talk about my videos. They think that I'm not a serious guy. And if you have followed me on my videos, you know that I'm talking always about serious stuff. So that it's soon going to be Shabbat, and I've been cleaning my house, my room, my clothes, my garments, and just to keep that happiness that now it's done. I think God in His Almighty was a little bit tired when everything was done. He had to end it in some way, so He rested on the seventh day, the Shabbat. So He rested. It was too much already. And Jesus even said to His apostles, disciples, come over and rest. Not only pray, but rest. Take a 5 minutes. Take a rest. And when it's due that we go into the realm of Jesus, we will get the everlasting rest. If you have some workaholic, you should be very prepared. That would be hell for you to come to heaven and have the everlasting rest. That would be a very tormenting state for people that are workaholics. That is not a word for them. Word for them is keeping cool in the hell. I don't want to mock those people that are workaholics, but it is something in their mind that is not good. I know some of them, and workaholics. Are they happy? I think they are happy if they can get to do something. Like God did in 6 days. He did something that made him happy. He even saw that everything he had done was overwhelming good. And when I get to finish this week, I will look at what I have done and see if it's overwhelming good. I don't know if people will come. Maybe people will come in and check it out if they can consent on what I have been doing is okay or not. Sometimes we need to relax, and people that are so stressed that they say that you can rest in your tomb, you can rest in your grave, you can rest when you are dead. That is the rest they need, and they have so much needed drive to and if you listen to certain music, it is wild. You don't feel at ease with that kind of music, but maybe it's a music that those people like because they never rest. They have a mind that is always ticking. It is never ending like that. And I get even tired of looking at those people, interacting with those people. I get so tired and worked out that I will leave as soon as possible. So if people think that they prove themselves by the load of work and the persistence in work they are doing, I think they are misunderstood completely. But it is a certain degree of, I don't know whether it's common or not by those workaholics, but I like to be in tune with people. Because when you can relax, you can listen and laugh. You can contemplate and laugh. You can have joy. But what joy is it other than the work itself that makes people laugh and joyful? I think they are light-spirited. I believe so. Light-spirited people laugh a lot. And I don't want to generalize that kind of people that I'm talking about, but I have a hard time. I have a hard time getting at tune with those people that are workaholics. They can. I think many of them that are brilliant and bright. As someone I knew, they are working all the time, but they can level it up by interacting with people like me. I think they are so brilliant-minded. I am not brilliant, but I like to be together with brilliant people. Not brilliant. I don't know. It is hard to say. I think every people is brilliant in their own way. Anyway, so they have a lot of things to give, to contribute to the interaction, to the relation. So, my friends, after cleaning the house, yesterday I was walking out. I'm going to go out today too and make people laugh like I normally do. Yesterday I had this incident which my friend commented on because on my trip to the town, I saw my friend sitting there from a very far distance. I didn't know my eyes could see that clear, but it was him. And every time I see him, he's walking. And he have this strangest walk. If you haven't seen that kind of walk before, you would tend to laugh. That too will make you a little bit wow. That is our original way of walking. And approaching him, I was more and more convinced, because he sat together with other people that was around. And I sat with them. No, I didn't sit with them, but when I approached them, I saw that it was this friend of mine. And up stood another man, rather crafty, bodily, crafty man. I have just rarely seen him every so often, and maybe a nod here and there. I can't remember, but when I was approaching them, so I hugged this this crafty man, and I said, "What is up with you guys sitting here?" And they were very spirited and said, "We can take a." He said that we can take a beer. No, you need something really strong this time. We have to have some celebration. And I just worked them out, and they were laughing, and he didn't reject me hugging him like that as a dear friend. And later on, this friend of mine that was just sitting there and quite reserved, and he later on, "Did you know this postman from before?" "No, is he a postman?" "I don't know whether he was a postman or not." It looks like you have known him for many, many years." "No, this is, I have seen him, but I have never greeted him or talked with him, just seen." "I thought it was your friend." "No, I don't even know who he is." So that is me sometimes, being in this mood that is not depressed. I try to cheer people up, and when I can get people to laugh, it is rather joyful for me too. If I share what I feel inside, it is what we call that. It is contagious.
Contagious.
It is really contagious. If you smile to people around and interact with them in a smiley, cheerful, joyful way, that is really contagious. And even bad moods, bad behavior. And I was together with some ladies in Israel, showing them around, and they were so moody, so depressed, so quarrelsome, so complaining all the time, and I didn't know what to do. I just kept silent, and that drained me off my my drive. So never interact with those people that are draining you down. Only have the Shabbat Shalom now or tomorrow.